Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is part 3 of my series Fall into Autumn. This will be the final piece of my 3-part series, and today we're going to decorate my house for fall. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is take down my remaining patriotic / summer items, or anything that I don't think I'm going to use that will fit in with my fall items. So I'll have a clean slate to start with. And then I'm going to get out my fall items and I will show them to you and we'll decorate together. Here's the items I had already taken down earlier. I hate to see this guy go. He's my little garland I made out of my dad's hankies. And then I took this banner down a while ago. And this was the handmade paper garland that I also had up on my mantle as well. And you probably remember these little star scatters. So I'm just gonna go around the house and look for all of my patriotic / summer, and I'll bring them to the table so we can package that up and put it away. This star is gonna go away. I don't know if I'll use her or not, but we'll see. There's some more of my stuff. I might be able to rework this with some fall decor. We'll see. That was on the front door. As I was taking stuff down, I remembered a tip that I can share with you. This is that sticky tack that you can buy to put posters on walls. It also works great if you're hanging anything on a door that opens and closes and you don't want it to make noise or wiggle around. So I used that on this. And also on this little banner I had with the 3 stars. That was on my bathroom door. Okay, who's nosy? Who wants to see in my big fall decor bin? This guy was too big. He wouldn't fit in the bin, so I store him separately. One of my secret sisters at church years ago handmade this for me. Let's pop the bin open and see what we find. It's always kind of exciting because I forget from season to season what I have. Ooh, yeah. This guy goes on my front door usually. I got him at a craft show and he's got a little ring to hang him by. I love him. Ooh, yeah. This I bought at a country living show and I just had to have that little tray. This guy I got on clearance at Rite Aid. I don't know if you all have Rite Aids, but it's a drugstore. Here's my homemade garland I forgot I made. It's just leaves and little clothespins on twine. Oh yeah, I forgot I bought this. I got this at a thrift store. It's from the White Barn Candle Company, so that'll be really cool to use. This guy is adorable. He's another secret sister gift from years ago. And this was from my mother-in-law years ago. It's from Avon, a little scarecrow with a crow on his shoulder. So cute. Another garland. Don't remember where I got that, but I've used that for years. Ooh, this was a new addition last year. I don't remember where I got it, but I know I got it really cheap on clearance. This was something I gave a makeover last year. It was an orange pumpkin and I painted it with chalk paint. And just painted the stem black. I really like that. I think this was another Rite Aid purchase from the drugstore. It says welcome. This is like Christmas, you guys. Okay, this I won from Longaberger. You've heard me say Longaberger before. I usually talk about baskets, but this is just a little votive holder. And it's got a little Yankee candle in it. This next item I thrifted last year or the year before I ever started YouTube. It's a gold pumpkin. Kind of looks like mercury glass. Oh, and it says Home Goods, $9.99 on the bottom. I paid $1. This is a craft my husband made for me, and it fits a couple rolls of toilet paper perfectly in it for the bathroom, or you could put a candle in it, or one of those candles that lights up would be cool in it from the Dollar Tree. This was new the year before last. I usually hang that on a door, maybe my bathroom door. That was from the Dollar Tree. I forgot all about this guy too. It says thankful. It's from the Target Dollar Spot. My mom gave me this, and I usually put that on my chandelier to give it some fall color. It's just a little candle ring. This was one of the first fall decorations I ever purchased when my husband and I first got married on one of our first vacations. And I got this little guy last year at the Goodwill for $1. This was given to me when I worked for years in an office by the boss's wife, and it says Boo inside. She put him on our desk for fall one year as a nice little surprise. So I always think fondly of her when I see that. This was given to my husband and I by my aunt and uncle when we first moved into our house in 1990. And this is my own version of that. I did this last year as a craft. My husband cut it out for me, and then I stained the back and painted it and just lettered that on with paint. Here's the other guy. I gave a makeover to him as well with chalk paint. This was a little thrift store pumpkin I got for 50 cents. This was a piece of scrap wood my husband gave me to craft with, and I hand lettered that on there. This is very special. It reminds me of a special trip to Disney World, and we purchased this there, and it says Happy Halloween on the back, and it's a little candle holder. Brings back a lot of happy memories from Disney World. That's pretty much all that's in my bin, except for some miscellaneous pumpkins and gourds and stuff like that. So, the moment I've been waiting for, and hopefully you have too, let's get started. Okay, first we're gonna get started with the mantle, and I'm gonna string this up. I like to use that as the base, and then I'm gonna add this banner that says thankful to give it another layer. How's that? This plate is from Hobby Lobby, and that's in a different video. I can link that above. I got this little pick from Walmart, and I had already put that up. I think we'll take him down. Okay guys, I fussed with this a little bit. I'm still not done, but this is what I have so far. And I'm going to go ahead and take you out into the front and show you what I've done there with the basket that I had with some patriotic stuff in. Okay, I'm in my front entrance, and I showed this on my part 1 of this series. I'll link that above if you want to watch that. And I do have some sunflowers here in the corner that I'm going to leave up. And this is where my little pumpkin ended up. And then here's what I came up with my basket that had the flags in for summer. I simply just took a little foam and stuck it into the basket in there, and underneath that I have some old plastic bags. And then, you guys, do you remember these flowers? I got them in my $1 bin, and they have just been the best thing about that $1 bin. And I also had these little picks with fall leaves on, these two that I stuck in the back. So I might put a different color bow on there. We'll see. That looks kind of summery to me. I'll see what I have, but what do you think? This is what my front door looks like now. I'm going to swap out that and put up my little scarecrow guy. There he is. Hold still, Scarecrow. You're being filmed. There we go. I really like him. I'm upstairs in my half bathroom, and I'm going to take down this spring decor, and I'm going to pop up this Dollar Tree decor that I got last year or the year before. There we go. I've already made a video on this area, so I'll link that above where I made these pumpkins. I don't think I'm gonna leave that there though. It's a little bit too much. And then I need some attention to this right here. This is springy looking. I made that craft, Please Seat Yourself, for a collab. I can link that above. I'm going to try putting some gourds in there. Let's try that. Okay, I think that'll be good. I have talked about pillow covers before, and now I want to show you my fall pillow covers. This is how I keep all my pillow covers. There's Christmas and fall in here, and it's just a little zippered pouch that you would get a sheet set in. They're really great to save, to put items in to keep them dust free, and also this keeps all my pillowcases together. These are my pillowcases for fall. Upside down. This one says pumpkin spice and everything nice. That's what autumn is made of. And then I have two like this one, and it just says happy fall y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on my pillows. Right now I have these from summer on 2 of them, and I'll decide where I'm gonna put them, and then I'll show you what I did with them. See you in a minute. Here's my pillowcases on my couch. Happy fall y'all and pumpkin spice. That's how I do those. I just cover up my regular decorative pillows with the pillowcases, and then I don't have to store extra pillows. I was really happy with this on my coffee table, my little centerpiece I've had for a while. I keep adding to it. I've added these little binoculars and that little thing. I have no idea what it is, but I just like it. But anyways, I just added some leaves. And those are the leaves that I bought in one of my thrift hauls. Up here is where my special pumpkin from Walt Disney World ended up. And then over here on my world map, I added this little garland that I made out of twine and little tiny clothespins and fake leaves. And then there's where I put my other pillow. Happy fall, y'all. I like to keep our dining room table stylish but functional. Here I have this little jelly container with my sweetener in, and here's my husband's church breath mints I mentioned in another video, and this is the little pitcher that I got when I was antiquing. This I picked up thrifting, a little plastic acorn, and I just cut the top and tied it in a little bow. And then in my Longaberger basket, I always keep napkins, but I put my seasonal fall ones. And I also have a pretty gold tablecloth on. Moving over here in the corner, I have shown you this little tray many different times, my little drink station. But today I have a new fall printable. If you've never printed free printables off of Pinterest, go check it out. Just type in free fall printables and you'll get a ton of hits. I just put it in a regular 8x10 frame. I print it on cardstock, and you have to cut it down a little bit and then just change it out for the seasons. And I did change out to my bird that we had the debate about whether he was okay to use in fall or winter or all year round. So he's out for fall. And then there is my little fall DIY I did from the Dollar Tree. I'll link that above if you'd like to see how I did that. I also changed out my tea kettle to something more fallish looking. This little pumpkin guy ended up at the bottom of my steps on my little chicken wire fence cabinet. That's what I call it. I got it at a flea market for 10 bucks. And I'm gonna check at the Dollar Tree and see if I can get a little battery operated light to stick in there. I stuck this little guy on my linen closet handle just to bring a little fall upstairs. This is in our master bedroom. I've shown this gallery wall before and my chair here. And I just added a little fall by adding my gold pumpkin on top of my journal and pen and my picnic baskets. Well, I've tweaked and tweaked, and here's what I came up with for now, and I'll probably tweak some more. I added my little scarecrow here, and that's where I ended up putting my lantern, and then I added a pumpkin over there on my turquoise stool. So let me know what you think, and I'm going to take you around and show you some of the other little touches I made today. Right to the left of my mantle, I have this little green bookcase, and I added my Hello Fall that I made last year on a little stand, my new pumpkin. There's my old radio from my dad, and do you remember in the $1 bin I had that little thing that I didn't know what it was? Well, that's what it is. It's a decoration. So that's where that's gonna live. Well, that does it for my Fall Decorate with Me, and that finishes up my Fall into Autumn series. I hope you've had fun. If you missed either of my other 2 Fall into Autumn videos, I will link them below so that you can catch up on the fun. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing if you enjoy my content, and ding the bell so that you can get all notifications whenever I have a new video up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.